Anyway, so now now we never have to put Pashul actually like use him ever or her. I think it's a her actually.
Oh, even worse.
So here's what Pashul looks like. He's a cursed voodoo doll.
You mean that's what Mojo Dan looks like?
Oh, hold on. I forgot. Here's Lena. She's a sweet country gal. She
She's
weighs
got a giant spoon.
She weighs 93 pounds, but her build is ordinary.
Tim, we'll call her Shailene.
That doesn't make any
Shailena. She is now Shailena.
Shailena. Oh my gosh. Anyway, here's our cursed voodoo doll.
I always like the candles, but he never catches fire.
Because
he's cursed.
Anyway, let's give him some elements. This is what auto allocating is just simple when you've got tons of dudes. And usually it does a decent job once you have a full party. I guess I should like equip him with things if I must. Power glove to you. So bone is the crappiest material in the game. Because we've just started, but we'll be getting up to bronze pretty quick here.
Bone is the first weapon you get in Secret of Evermore,
Bone,
which we're going to do a playthrough of sometime.
No, we're not.
Oh.
It's a good game, but I'm not doing a playthrough.
We're never doing a playthrough for me.
All right, and just to finish our tour of this bizarro world of Arnie, the town chief is now gone. Instead, a cat is now in its place. I don't think a cat is the town chief. She's, I mean, possibly.
Could be. What am I, a doctor?
There's a tablet behind the frame. This guy's like, "You want to see the chief? Radius?
Now nobody see the chief. Not nobody, not know how.
Gonji is our chief.
Listen, now that we got
Weasley is our king. What?
Got the Scarecrow at our party, it has to be a ton of Wizard of Oz references.
So we've done all the Homestar stuff, and now we're going Wizard of Oz here.
Well, yeah, we got a giant walking Scarecrow. He doesn't have a brain.
How do you know? They didn't establish
Listen
that.
to how he talks.
Boogum! Boogum mean have brain. So here's a slight reference to Chrono Trigger. If you check on this cart, if I could check on this cart, there we go. Yeah, there's a rainbow shell on it. Remember the rainbow shell?
At Rainbow Shell.
Yeah, it's Rainbow Shell's Twitter feed. I'm sorry, but that's not for sale. Can I interest you in something else?
No, I want just this.
Go away, woman. Actually, does she have something good? I don't even know. Anything that has the @ sign in front of it is material that you use in your blacksmithing. So, like the humor. I'll have an aqua beam.
That sounds lovely.
Doesn't it, though?
Yay.
And I'm going to put it on to Lena. Let's see if it'll do automatically for me.
It's on to Shailena.
Yep, it does. Does Shailena drone on and on about memories and...
No, it's not about that. It's just because she's 93 pounds. She's a very petite woman.
So if you go to the Hydra Marshes here in this other world, now you can actually go in, but it's like super poisonous. So actually I'm not going to do it yet. You do need to go here real quick, but I gotta save it first because poison. It might be our first death if I don't do it right. Also, I really love this map music.
It's very peaceful.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the history of Chrono Cross.
Here it comes.
Music. But first I gotta talk to this guy. The Hydra died off, the woodland became covered with a thick fog, and the waters are gross. But the real cause was humans killing off the flora and fauna. So in other words, this place became poisonous when the flora and fauna were dying. But the real cause is all the flora and fauna dying. That's what we just got.
No, there was a delicate balance of the flora and fauna absorbing the toxic effects.
Toxious.
But the Toxis effects one out. I know how to speak.
If
words.
you'll notice, we've lost health just by running through this.
I think there's toxic effects in this room. I can't even say words.
You're a toxic effect.
This always reminds me of some like fancy peanut brittle.
It does look kind of delicious. Chat is saying question marks, and that doesn't really help.
What?
It's just a bunch of question marks. This is what an actual save point looks like. So,
ooh, reminds me of the save points from Tomb Raider. I think they were pyramids.
Oh, makes sense because Tomb Raider, you raid pyramids in that game, right?
I'll tell you what makes sense around here.
When we get back to the map screen, I will tell some history of Chrono Cross that is pertinent to the music that's playing on the map screen.
Did you ever own the manual to this game?
Yeah, it came with the book, the game.
No, like the strategy guide.
No, but FAQs existed. The internet existed when this game came out.
Oh,
so
that's
that
right. The
anyway,
internet.
Hey! You gotta be crazy to walk around this forest without protective gear. I have an extra set with me. Take them. This way you'll be able to walk through the marsh without getting hurt.
That's right. The internet wasn't really around when Chrono Trigger came out. When it first...
95.
No, 95. I was thinking it was 93.
95, the internet was
it had been out
barely
for like a
around.
year.
Well, publicly. Like, the internet's been around since the 80s,
I
but
know
like,
that.
the World Wide Web. Watch out for monsters.
And the World Wide Web. Look, you're on the World Wide Web right now.
That's true. So now we've got safety gear. It looks like this. It's like a hazmat suit.
That's definitely safety gear.
I don't know how we're going to fit the scarecrow into it, but whatever.
What is that person? Are they a green person?
This is a green... No, it's just a guy wearing green. He's saying...
No, his face is green.
That's the back of his head.
Why
He's
is
got
the back
his hands
of his head
up.
green?
He's got his hand... Because he's got his hands
Why
up.
are his hands green?
Because he's got gloves
a
on.
hazmat suit?
Yes!
Okay.
This is a completely normal... For this game, which is full of weird wackiness, that was a very completely normal thing. So I don't know why you're forgetting.
I think it's suspicious.
Okay, so the reason we came here is to get that hazmat suit, because I don't remember if you can get it later. But I figured we might as well just take care of it. So in between Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger, there's a game that came out called Radical Dreamers, which was for a Super Nintendo accessory
known as the Satellaview.
Yeah, the Satellaview, which was only in Japan, and it basically had CDs that you could play. So it was kind of a stepping stone between the Super NES and like a PlayStation. And it was Bushwhacker. Crocky, now you got the Bushwhack. So if you hit the button on this plant, this is what happens. It goes down and smack! Ouch! Pachow!
I don't like it when it does that thing that it just did.
Are you alright, Serge, The toxin levels...
Hey, Gum, where am I, Gum?
Oh my gosh, the plants must have mutated, Real quick, before I get to Radical Dreamers. So one thing they did to make the translation easier in this game is, with silly accents like the scarecrow going all the time, they've got like generic lines written for whoever's in your party. So you could have anybody in your party when that plant whaps you in the face, and they'll just say the generic line, but they'll say it in their own accent. So it seems like it's a personalized thing when really it's just kind of an algorithm making him speak like that. So that's why everyone in Chrono Cross has really terrible accents. There's nothing over there. Is so that they can differentiate the 44 playable characters that are in this game.
Oh, so many characters.
But they're so beautiful.
Some of them are okay.
Okay, so Radical Dreamers, which this song is from Radical Dreamers, it's kind of a short game. It was actually like a text adventure that had pictures with it, kind of like Mystery House, but 15 years later. And if you don't know what Mystery House is, that's okay. You don't have to.
Consult your local library.
Or subscribe. But it was the story of Serge, Kid, and a character named Magil, who's later revealed to be Magus from Chrono Trigger, who's not in this game, infiltrating the Viper Manor to try to find the legendary Frozen Flame.
Of Astaroth.
No! And this game is kind of a reimagining of that game, as you will see when we go on. But it borrows like 3 or 4 tracks from Radical Dreamers, and that was one of them. Anyway, their excavation's nearly complete. Just stick to the low path and make your way through. So there are some men working. So these are not. It's not the poor army. These guys are actually a
the
different
rich army.
They're actually a different armed forces, but
They're not the home Starmy, the no armed forces.
But first, there's a dog. So now let me show you the hilarious dogs. They fight each other because they're just cute.
Oh, don't go away.
They're two little puppies. They're Baba Dingoes.
I know I sketched one earlier.
Oh, did you? Oh, chat! Don't tell me what he's sketched. I haven't been looking. Do I have elements?
For those of you who weren't looking in chat, whoop, there he is, right there. Ding! You're not supposed to look.
I was just making sure chat was still there. You know, I don't know. Now all of the doggies are looking at us. Look at the cute little doggies that we're killing. They're so cute when they die.
Oh, they're like the green snakes.
What?
You sounded like Hermes.
Lena, you keep missing. So Lena's, like I said, Lena's a pretty good character. Her magic is. Her attacking sucks. Here's the problem with Dan, who used to be Mojo.
Oh, I'll tell you the problems with Dan. Feet stink. But that's all.
He kind of sucks all around. Like, his magic isn't very good, his attack isn't very good. About the only thing that he's good at is being hilarious when he casts magic. Look at him. Wooga, 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 wooga.
He's shaking his booty. He's like Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique Winter. His evasion is kind of okay. Oops. So now we've got the field effect all the way up together. So let's, use it to attack this fella.
Say feller one more time.
No. Do it later.
I doubt that.
I totally forgot what I was saying. Something about...
Dingoes?
Dan's evasion. Or Bojo, I guess. See, that's the problem with renaming them, is like... I don't know how to refer to them.
He's getting all confused-tron.
Confuzzled. I just found Forfur.
Excuse me.
Darfur. I gotta
save them.
Reallocate. No.
Hey! It's not very nice to Darfur.
Okay, so before I go up there, actually, we're going to do the boss fight real quick. Which are these guys? Not the giant bird on the hill.
Ooh, it's a giant bird on a hill.
Shake it!
I said, now shake it, shake it.
We can't just shake it back to the manor like this. We failed at our mission. That was awfully awful back there, Peppor. I want a rematch. But by the way, you remember what kind of outfit he was shaking? What?
I always say shake, because they're salt and pepper.
No, who cares what outfit he was wearing? It's this outfit, by the way. Except these vests is too dark. Oh, just something justly like that, Peppor. Oh, you remember? So he looked like that, huh?
Look like a ghost!
Actually, it is him, Peppor. So you're sure about that? Wonderfully wonderful timing, Peppor.
Fancy.
We're either going to shake it to you this time. Because they're going to do so much better that A, their boss isn't with them. B, it's playing like the goofy music, so they're clearly not really a threat.
I always like these guys. They're some of my favorites.
And here's their tutorial this time. This time, I made sure to bring a black element with me, Peppor.
Oh, I see.
Good work. Well, shake it up on him and attack him with it. Affirmatively affirmative, Peppor. Affirmative. And then he doesn't do anything. So, look, Dan is dancing to the music.
Everybody likes it when Dan is dancing. He's a terrific athlete.
He's not an athlete, he's a scarecrow. That's like an athlete in dog ears. Look, he turned you black! Now that's racist. Oh, dearie dear.
Oh my goodness.
That was no black attack element. It was a black element makes you more you. I'm afraid you're right, whatever you said. How terribly terrible.
What is wrong with you?
You did bring up. I will explain it in a minute. You're more stupid than I thought.
Me?
No, Solt and Peppor. That's what was the line from the game. Okay, so basic gist of that is there are certain elements, the turn whatever color elements, that let you turn your opponents to that color. Now you see Serge has got a little triangle next to his name that's black. That means that if you use a white element on him now, he'll be hurt more by it. Because it's like you've changed his innate color to black from what it was. Uh-oh, now he's low res. Now I have to broadcast in standard def.
Whatever shall you do?
Broadcast. Nope. Dan. And the cool thing about Chrono Cross is you can kind of switch whose turn it is in the middle of somebody else's turn by hitting L or R. Anyway, let me leave you alone.
Get out of here.
Hit somebody, Lena! Thank you.
Thought you said she was good.
She is good when she can hit.
What do you know?
When she can actually... I just got Peppor boxed.
Pepper box? Isn't that from Bang?
Yes,
revolver?
it is. Yeah, but this is Peppor box.
Ooh,
it's
that's
like
different.
I'm sorry, Mr. Peppor. Sure, Mr. Luthor.
Otisburg.
Anyway, see, her magic did 34. Remember when what's her face kid did 27 with her like ultra awesome magic that the field effect was all colored?
No,
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, Lena did better than she did with a yellow element, which is Peppor's element. Without the field effect being full, and did more damage. That's how good she is with magic.
She's pretty good, folks.
Also, she's a girlfriend.
Kill her in the sack.
She kills you and puts you in a sack. That's what that means. Die, Krusty! There we go. I can't get over his dance. Everyone do the Mojo dance. Well, my phone.
That's the Gorillas dance.
Anyway, so at level 3 is a very important level up. And I will show you why if we fight another battle, which we probably will.
That level up was a very, very fine level up.
Retreat! Let's shake it on out of here!
Run away!
We never actually defeat them. They just keep running away. Anyway, we're not actually going north yet. I just wanted to level up to level 3 because I want to show you what the cool thing that happens when you get there. But first, we are investigating a supernatural phenomenon up there. It is off limits to the... Hey, are you the exorcist we sent for? Yeah.
Yes.
That's me. As you can see, we've got a sentient talking scarecrow with us. We are definitely exorcists.
No, what you're supposed to say is no, and then your parties are like, next time they ask if you're the exorcist, you say yes.
Please make your way up the rope ladder. Oh, Sir Watts is back. I guess he was
What's
done.
up?
Stop it. Somebody's driving a motorcycle up here.
What?
That's what it sounds like. Are you the exorcist? You're younger than I expected. Anyway, do you hear that howling sound from down yonder?
No. Oh, now
that's
I
how
do.
people talk. All we want you to do is stop that noise. I don't believe in ghosts, but go do what you have to do. Alright, are you ready for one of the stupidest things in this game? I say one of, because there are very, very many
Is it a
stupid
giant who's
things.
sitting on a pine cone and that's why he's howling?
So you see this giant skeleton of probably a dragon?
Yeah.
The Dovahkiin came through here.
It looks pretty cool.
Inside this skull of this dragon is... this!
Oh, no.
Yes, it is me. Ah!